Welcome to your chair. I put my strap and my blocks right next to me because I'm hoping to use them. This may be a little continuation of our last class, which focused on hamstrings. We can do that from the chair as well. We'll explore some of that. But let's get started by sitting back in our chair. Hopefully you have a nice chair with no arms. So much easier. Place your hands comfortably in your lap or on your legs. I like palms face up. It's a gesture of receptivity. Feet on the floor, knees over ankles, and a nice tall spine. Use your chair to support you, but keep a little bit of engagement in the core so that you're awake, but relaxed. That's the name of the game, right? Stay awake, but stay relaxed. No sense in being stressed out at yoga, for sure. Notice your natural breath, what you brought to your practice here today, just noticing, becoming more focused and aware of yourself, what you brought to your practice. And if you're comfortable with your eyes closed, go ahead. Shut out at least the vision field. And begin to tune in to your space. What do you have going on in your space? Notice the temperature of the air. Feel the sensation of the clothes against your skin. Feel the connection of your feet to the floor. The connection of your hips to the seat beneath you. And see if in your mind's eye you can envision your spine, imagining your spinal column long, healthy, and all the muscles that support the spine, strong and healthy. And notice where your chin is in space. You might want to tuck it a little bit, lifting the crown of the head toward the heavens. And just notice how that feels. The parts of the body that are supported by the chair and the parts that are not. Maybe the upper back, the back of the neck, the head. And then draw your awareness to your breath. As you just feel your natural breath, noticing sensations, noticing the parts of the body where the breath travels as you inhale. Maybe you notice a little bit more of a relaxation or a softening on the exhale. Just notice what you notice. And then release any tension in the belly here. So staying alert, but relaxed. Invite a deeper breath in through the nostrils. So you'll notice that the belly expands, the rib cage expands, and the lungs expand. Then pause and hold that inhale until it becomes impossible to do so, or seemingly impossible, shall we say. We can probably hold our breath a lot longer than we think. And then release the air from your nose, keeping the mouth gently closed. But make the exhalation longer than your inhalation. So take your time with the exhalation. And then pause at the bottom of the exhalation. Just notice how that feels. And we'll just breathe together for several more rounds of breath. Keeping the awareness on the breath and the spaces between the breaths. Mind the gap, as they say in the London subway system. Mind the gap between the breaths. You're doing great. Keep going deep in the breath. Exhale long. Mind the gaps. If you notice your mind straying, wandering off, this is an extra long meditation. Bring your awareness back to the awareness of the breath, hyper aware of the breath. Hyper aware of the spaces between the breaths, the pauses. Who knew they were there? Who knew? Let's take one more big breath in together. And this time, let the exhalation come out of the mouth with a big old sigh. Blink open your eyes. That was great, right? How often do we do that? Take time to just focus on the breath. When you're ready, release your hands. We'll all come into mountain pose. Nice shiny heart. Nice relaxed shoulders. Aware and alert, but solidly relaxed. If you aren't now, after that meditation, you may never be. No, just kidding. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, get long in the side body. See if you can draw your triceps towards your ears a little bit more. Reach those fingertips nice and tall. Draw the belly into the spine. Good. And then bring your palms together above your head and draw your palms. See if you can press deeply into each hand. And then draw the palms down to the heart center. And take a moment to pause again, letting your chin come down to your chest. Breathing in and breathing out as you create an intention for this class. What do you need? What do you need out of your practice today? This is for you. Take a nice big breath in to seal the practice, and then keep pressing the palms together as you send them back up to the sky. Frame the ears again with your triceps, your strong arms, and then release the hands so that they are apart. And then take your left hand, my right, down to the side of the chair. Hold on to it somewhere, and then lean over. And let's stretch the left side body. So you might want to gaze underneath the left arm here. Keeping the feet on the floor. Feel that left hip grounding into your chair as your left fingertips reach up and over. Take another breath in, and you'll notice the expansion of the side body, hopefully, with that deep breath. And then exhale as you sweep the right arm down. Oops, almost did that. And take your left arm up and overhead for a side stretch on the other side. Keep the left hip, oh gosh, I'm in trouble now. Keep the left hip grounded, the feet on the floor, gaze can go under your left arm. I'm sorry if I mess that up completely. Take a nice deep breath. Feel that inner massage, and exhale. Bring both hands down. Shake them out. Let all that go. Take your hands to your legs or your knees. Let's take some circles. Hip circles in one direction. Good. And go the opposite direction. I have a creaky chair today. Some days I have a squeaky chair. Today I have a creaky chair. All right, sit up nice and tall. Take the chin down to the chest. Feel that stretch in the back of the neck and the upper back. Keep the shoulders drawn down and away from the ears. Breathe in here. And then on the exhale, take a gentle semicircle over to one shoulder. I'm not even going to tell you which one. That would be a travesty, I think. And then exhale, come down to center. Inhale to the other side. Just checking in with the neck as you move gently from side to side with the breath. So one breath for each movement, in or out. And then pause. Remember those pauses. 4 parts to the breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Inhale, pause. And so on. Take a couple more. Let's work out the kinks. If you're ready, take full circles. Looking up, looking down, looking all around. Imagine you're drawing a circle with your nose in front of you. It can be big, it can be little, it can be any color you like. You can close your eyes. You can switch directions whenever you're ready. Don't you love the freedom? We're free to be you and me here in chair yoga. Whenever that feels complete, before we all get dizzy, find some stillness. Take a moment to close the eyes. Take a full breath in and a nice long breath out. When you're ready, blink the eyes open. I'm going to take my legit left hand to the side of my chair. So you might take your right hand to the side of the chair or do your left. It doesn't matter. Reach up and over for the ear on that opposite, with that opposite arm, and take it to your shoulder. And we'll stretch the side of the neck. So come into this gradually and easefully. And if you have any pain, you definitely want to back off. We're not going for pain, we're going for a pleasant stretching sensation, friends. Pleasant. Nice big breath. Nice long exhalations with those pauses. You might even feel your neck stretching, releasing tension. I hope so. Whenever you're ready, release that. You can take your chin down to your chest again and maybe look up and down, up and down. And then we'll switch sides. Other arm up and over, reaching for the ear. You can take your opposite hand to the side of the chair. And we'll just breathe here. Close your eyes, get back into your breath. Imagine you're filling up your entire body, not just the side of the neck, not just the back of the neck, the entire body with breath. And exhale, release tension in the neck, in the jaw, the hips. And then let that go. Take your right hand across to the back of the neck and then the left. Give yourself a little neck massage because that is good for you. What's under my chair? Yeah. And when you're ready, release your hands, close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Maybe you notice some tingling in a good way. Maybe you notice sensation. Maybe you're just feeling really good and you're ready to move a little bit more. Me too. Let's take the shoulders and roll them up and back and down. And roll them up and forward and down. And up and back and down. And forward and down. Maybe in a full circle forward. Maybe in a full circle backward. Noticing any sounds you might hear. I'm getting a lot of them today. Good. Shimmy. Why not? When you're ready, slide your hips forward just about halfway on your seat. Place your feet on the floor. Let's take our hands to our thighs, not the knees, but the thighs, and take your left shoulder over toward the right. Maybe you gaze out over your right shoulder. And then come back up and we'll take the right shoulder over to the left, gazing out over that left shoulder. Full breath in, pause, and exhale, come back to center. And then take your hands to the fronts of the legs, and we'll take some seated cat-cow. So inhale, shine the heart, draw the shoulder blades together, gaze up, pause, and exhale, round forward into that Halloween cat shape. Draw the belly into the spine, pause your breath, and whenever you inhale, we'll come back into that cow shape. Cat and cow, moving the spine forward and back, bringing movement to the spine in 6 different directions is our goal in our yoga class. So we've already moved side to side. We've twisted a little bit, not too much. Now we move forward and back with the spine. Good. You can take your gaze way up and stretch the front of the throat. On your cow and on your cat, you can bring your chin to the chest and stretch the back of the neck. Yes, you can. You're welcome. Reminds me of a song from the musical Shrek. You're welcome. I don't know any other words to it. You're welcome. That's all I know. Good. You're so good. We'll take one more each way. Good. And then pause. How are we doing? Shake your right hand right and left. Shake your left hand up and down. Shake your left hand left and right. Right hand up and down. Do you ever notice that one side works better than the other? I think I'm noticing that. All right. Reach down for your strap. If you don't have a strap, no worries. You can, I'll show you. We're going to hug our right knee into our right shoulder. If you have a strap, reach it down, place it on the ball of the right foot, that meaty part of the right foot, and extend your leg forward. This can be done without a strap, right? If you don't have a strap handy, a dog leash works really well, as does a bathrobe tie. But we're going to just stretch that hamstring a little bit, because doesn't that feel good? Yeah. So, from here, see if you can reach down on your strap, or if you don't have a strap, reach down to the ankle, the calf, or if you don't have a strap, you can take, and you can reach it, the inside of your right foot. We're going to take our leg over to the right. So I'm going to do it with my strap to demo. If you don't have a strap, you can hold on however you can for dear life. So your left hand can come to the left side of your chair. And you can gaze lovingly at your extended leg, keeping your left foot firmly planted. And when you're ready, we're going to take the leg and cross it over. Maybe this right hand releases and you release. You can open and close the fist a couple times. Keep pressing through the right foot. And then come back to center. Take your strap in both hands or your ankle or your calf, and then lean your upper back to the back of the chair and see if you can lift a little higher. Maybe your nose comes towards your knee. You get a big old stretch here. No extra charge. Just kidding. If you want to tip me, you can. No, I'm just kidding. When you're ready, slowly release. Take your strap, if you have it, place it on your lap, and just notice the difference between the right and left sides. Let's open the hands, spread the fingers nice and wide, and make a fist. Open the hands and make a fist. Now be a flashlight, be an SOS signal. Flash, be flashers. Be a flasher. Don't be a flasher. Good. Now take your hands and lace up your fingers. Yeah, make some figure eights. Lace up your fingers. That's a new one. Good. When you're ready, shake that out. Let's go to the other side. Take your strap or your leg lovingly in your hands. Find that hamstring stretch. Press the heel forward. Enjoy. Sorry, I'm showing you the bottom of my foot. Is that rude? When you're ready, take one hand, take the other right hand to the right side of the chair. Let's take that leg out to the side as you're able. If you've stopped breathing, don't do that. Keep your breath smooth. Take it to the other side, cross the body. Yeah, pause. Breathe and pause, and repeat. When you're ready, come back to center, take the strap in both hands, lean your upper back toward the back of the chair, and see if you can lift a little higher. Bring your nose towards your knee. Good. Let's take one more round of breath here. You can close your eyes. And then release slowly whenever you're ready. Take your strap. Drop it lightly on the floor. Good. Shake out your hands. Rotate your wrists outward and inward. Yeah. Now play the piano. Yeah. Now shoot your arms up, frame your ears, and flip your palms, and let your arms come down. Good. One more time. Take a little backstroke. Other side. Once again. Other side. Good. Good. All right. Reach down for your block. Let's take it right in between the legs. We're going to kind of think about squeezing in. Squeezing in. Yeah. And sit up nice and tall. Good. And from here, we're going to take a twist. How fun is that? We're going to take our left arm to the outside of the right leg, even as we're squeezing into this block to the midline. And then the right hand can come to the back of the chair. I've given up on mirroring if you haven't noticed. Good. And the twist is coming from this left rib cage. So think about twisting and then come back to your breath if you've lost it. Keep that crown of the head moving toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, see if you can soften a little bit, even in this awake and alert state where we're using our muscles. See if you can relax a little bit. Maybe your gaze comes a little farther on this next exhale. And then we unwind. Yeah? Let's go to the other side. So the right arm presses against the left leg, even as both legs are squeezing into that block. The crown of the head lifts. Take a deep breath in. Pause. And exhale, take your gaze over the left shoulder. So good. One more breath in. Lift up a little taller. Smile. And as you exhale, take that twist a little deeper if you want. And then slowly unwind. Remove the block. Place it gingerly to your side. Take your upper back. Keep your seat where it is and take your upper back to the back of the chair and hug the right knee into the chest. Take a circle with that right ankle and a circle in the other direction. Extra credit if your ankle makes noises. Switch. Hug the left, circle it out. If both ankles, you get bonus points if both ankles crack. I get an A+ in that. When you're ready, lower the left foot to meet the right, bring the feet about hip width, and we're going to come into our forward fold. So make sure you're on your seat amply enough. We're not quite sitting back in our chair, but we've got enough space to forward fold. So maybe your forward fold is complete with your head under heart, your belly on your upper legs. And maybe you just relax here and slump asana, letting your head hang below your heart. If that doesn't work for you today, come up slowly for whatever reason. Sometimes we just get dizzy. Honor your body. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Let our circulation reverse. Bring us a rosy glow. Make us smarter. All those things that our extra blood flow to the brain does. Again, no extra charge. Gosh, this is our lucky day. Shake the head yes and no. Soften that neck again. Relax the lower back, send the breath there. Feel your feet pressing into the floor and your belly drawing to your spine. Keep your chin on your chest as you slowly rise up. As you stack your vertebrae, draw your chin parallel with the earth and the crown of the head reaching toward the heavens. Send your arms up toward the sky. Let your palms find one another. Then draw them down to heart center. We've been here before. Let the shoulders come down. And then release the hands. We'll come into our mountain pose. Here we are, mountain. What's your favorite mountain? I like Denali in Alaska. That was a good one. Take another big breath in, heart. Pause and exhale. Let's begin to build a flow. Inhale, let's reach up. We've already done this before. On our exhale, we'll side bend. We'll inhale to reach up and exhale to side bend again to the other side. Inhale, we'll reach up and exhale, take a twist. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, reach up and exhale, twist to the other side. Simple. Last part, inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, forward fold. We'll come into our forward fold and pause. And then on the inhale, we'll rise up halfway and exhale, forward fold. And that's it, easy peasy. Let's move together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And take your twist. Inhale, reach up, get long. And exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, hands to heart. Maybe chin to chest. And be your favorite mountain. Take a full breath in. Nice pause at the top. A relaxing, refreshing exhale, and a pause at the bottom. And begin again. Inhale, reach, and exhale, side bend. Pretty simple. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, open up to your twist. Legs stay parallel. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen out, and exhale, forward fold, head under heart. Full breath here. On the next inhalation, whenever you're ready, keep the chin on the chest as you root to rise. Reach those fingertips up to the sky, get long. Exhale, hands to heart, maybe chin to chest, and mountain. Take a nice big breath, soften the shoulders. So, as relaxed and alert as we all are, doing this in silence will be a proverbial piece of cake, right? If not, you always have me. You always have me. Oh, I already started wrong. I need to redeem myself. Can we do it one more time? I'll meet you on the mountain. This is a mountaintop experience, friends. Coming into mountain. Good job. All right, let's take a little bit more of a back bend and we'll hold it for several breaths. So find the back of your chair and draw your shoulders, your shoulder blades on the back body together, keeping your feet on the floor. Take a nice big breath and see if you can draw your shoulder blades a little closer. You know how they say, see if you can hold a pencil between your shoulder blades? I don't know about that, but try, why not? Good. Let's hold for 10, 8, 6. Not hold your breath, but hold your stretch. Good. 2 and 1. Let it go. Let's take a counter stretch. Bring the lower back toward the back of the chair and your shoulders forward, your chin to your chest. Take a nice breath here. Release and let it go. Good. Excellent. We're going to take our arms out wide, like you're going to give yourself a big hug, and then we're going to do it. Left arm over right. See if you can reach for the shoulder blades and spread them apart. Giving yourself a nice big hug, because you can. One more breath in, and another breath out. Mind the gap, and then open up the arms again, and switch. Right arm over left. Reach for those shoulder blades. Spread them apart. Good. And let it go. Really good. We're going to sit back in our chair. Sit back so you feel comfortable, feel supported, spine long. And here, the hands can just rest wherever they're comfortable on the legs. And then notice where your chin is in space. If it's jutting forward at all, see if you can line it up parallel with the floor. Find something to gaze at that is directly in front of you. And then keep your head stationary, so your chin stays parallel, crown of the head reaching, shoulders relaxed. Take your eye gaze only up toward the ceiling. So we're gazing up toward the ceiling. If you're like me, your forehead just lifted, that's okay. Sometimes we can't help these things. And then take your eye gaze down toward the floor. Up toward the ceiling and down toward the floor. So up to 12 o'clock and down to 6 o'clock. Good. And then close your eyes for a moment. Let your eyes rest. Take a moment, rub your palms together, create some heat in your hands, and take those hands, cup them, and place them lovingly atop your eyes. Feel the heat of your hands soothing your eyes. Finish your next exhale, and then take your second and third fingers and just gently massage your eyelids from the inside out. Good. Then release, blink your eyes open again. This time we're going to look forward and then take your eye gaze over to 15 after, 3 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock over to the left. So side to side, right and left, without moving the head. That's a little challenging, isn't it? Right and left. Good. One more time, right, and one more time left. Then same thing, close your eyes, create some heat, soothe your eyes. Breathe. And then take those two fingers, massage your eyelids. I should have said at the beginning, if you have contacts in, not advisable. I lost some contacts one time doing this. Dumb. Release. Blink your eyes open. Now, for the grand finale, the pièce de résistance. We are going to travel around the clock. So keeping our head, again, stationary. The rest of the body stationary. The eyes go up, the eye gaze goes up to 12 o'clock and then moves around the clock. We'll go clockwise the first time around. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, down to 6 and around, up to 12. And keep moving slowly. See if you can smooth out any rough spots. Maybe you speed up the process a little bit. I wouldn't go too fast. And if your eyes start to get tired, that's going to happen. Just close your eyes. Rub the palms together. Bring them up to your eyes to soothe them and nourish them with your own healing energy from your palms. And then take your two fingers, give your eyelids a little massage. Taking care of our eyes today. Yes, we are. When you're ready, let your hands rest. Blink your eyes open. We've got one more direction. Chin parallel with the earth, gaze forward, then take the gaze up to 12 o'clock and go counterclockwise. Rock around that clock. So good. So good for the eyes. Unless you have any eye injuries that I don't know about, you do. It's good for you. Whenever that feels complete, you know what to do. Good. And this time, keep your eyes closed. Sit back in your chair. Notice any sensation in or around the eyes. And then take those same two fingers. Invite the fourth finger, the ring finger, to get involved. And we'll just tap lightly above the eyebrows. Just tapping right above the eyebrows. And then bring that tap down to the cheekbones. Down to the chin. And then down to the front of the chest, right at the center of the chest. And then out underneath the clavicle. I've got a microphone on, so underneath the clavicle. And then sitting up nice and tall, take it to the bottom of the rib cage and just tap. Good. And then making fists with your hands, take it to the kidney points on the back, the lower back, and just gently tap. And if you go, ah, you can make a funny noise, and it's fun. Good. And then when you're ready, take your hands to your legs and work your way down with little pats all the way up and down, traveling up and down a couple of times, the outsides of the thighs, the insides. Good. And then to the arms, the upper arms, and down, back up. Good. And then sit back in the chair. Let your chair support you. And notice sensation. Notice what you feel in the body. Maybe there's tingling. See if you're holding tension anywhere in the body, see if you can invite a softening. Allow the eyes to close. And then bring your full awareness to your left foot. Feel the left foot making contact with the surface. See if you can bring your awareness to the entire left foot, the top of the foot, the toes, the heel, the arch, the ball of the foot. And again, that connection with the earth, with the floor beneath it, with the shoe if you're wearing shoes. Bring your awareness again to your entire left foot. And allow your awareness to drift up to your left ankle. See if you can notice sensation. Maybe it feels like tingling or any kind of sensation. Just notice. Notice what you notice. No right or wrong. And bring your awareness up to your left shin. You imagine that shin muscle, the muscle meeting the bone. And then take your awareness around to the calf muscle. You might imagine its shape, its size, its capacity for carrying us through space. And then bring your awareness to your knee, your left knee, that is, the back of the knee, the front of the knee, the inside of the knee. See if you can notice any sensation there as you draw all of your attention to the left knee. Notice what you notice. And then the awareness comes up to the left hamstring as it makes contact with the chair. Notice where you feel it. And then the left quadricep, those dense muscles of the legs, work so hard for us. Maybe you envision the connection to the hip, the left hip, and you feel the left glute making contact with the chair, softening. And then we'll bring our awareness over to the right side, feeling the right foot making connection to the floor, the top of the right foot, the toes, the heel, the arch, the entire right foot. Notice any sensation. Notice if the foot is relaxed or tense. Just notice, no judgment. And bring the awareness up to the ankle, the shin, the calf. Notice what you notice there. And then the awareness comes to the back of the knee and the front of the knee, the inside of the right knee, on up into the hamstring and the quadricep on the right side. Noticing the connection with the chair. Noticing the hand on the quad if it's there, the right hip, the right glute. Notice how the right hip feels. Notice any tension there. Maybe you invite a softening. And then bring your awareness to your belly, your lower back. Notice if you're holding tension. See if you can let that go. Just let it go. The awareness draws up to the solar plexus, the area around the navel and the mid-back. Notice that energy center there. Notice what you notice about it. The solar plexus. And then draw the awareness up to the heart space where the lungs reside, the heart resides, and the upper back. Notice how the breath feels inside that space. Notice how it feels when you let it go. And bring the awareness to the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palms of the hands, all the fingers, the tops of the hands. Notice the entire shoulder girdle, the arms, the hands. Notice sensation. Then bring your awareness up into your throat center. Maybe you swallow there. Notice what you notice. And on up into your jaw, your mouth, your ears, the sinuses, the back of the skull, the forehead, and the crown of the head. And then the awareness draws compassionately to the entire body, feeling sensation. Maybe you notice you are glowing. Maybe you notice a color. Just notice how you feel. Take a nice full breath in and pause into that fullness. And then take a full breath out and pause at the end of the exhalation. And when you're ready, take your arms out wide, reach up for all the goodness, draw all that good energy you created up and around you, and then down into your heart center. Take your hands to your heart, press your palms together, and maybe you want to bow to your own inner light, your own goodness. Thanking yourself for showing up for your practice today. And I'll thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I loved practicing with you today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take that good energy and blast it out to the world. Okay? Namaste. Namaste.